We have all heard about the growth in obesity rates, but some new statistics might give us a better clue as to why we are having trouble stemming this growing tide of obesity. We're talking today with our life coach, Pat Barone of Catalyst Coaching. And Pat, you have long had a focus and an emphasis on weight loss. There's some new statistics out on obesity. Talk about these.
Yes, it's such a complicated problem, but one of the interesting things is that they've started to look at doctors and the medical profession and how we're addressing this, because it seems to be rising. It doesn't seem to be going backwards. And the strategies to overcome and prevent obesity did a big survey of doctors and patients. And one of the interesting things they found was that 90% of doctors do feel it's their responsibility to help their patients lose weight. And yet, 72% of them have no expert available, no expertise in their office, no one to help their patients. So there's a big disconnect there about how to actually get anything done.
And that would be what? A reference to someone that would be a nutritionist, someone that would help get them on an exercise program?
Anyone that had experience in this area and could address some of the stumbling blocks that are happening. When they talked to patients, it was a little different. 39% of people who were identified as obese had been told by their doctor that they were obese and that it was a problem. Only 39%.
And only 1 in 3 of those
were given any guidance. Whatsoever.
So, okay,
this is where I come in because, I have been educating people in this area for a long time as a teacher and as a coach.
And as someone who's had a personal battle with this.
Exactly. I've been researching it for about 15 years. And all of the research that I did as I was losing over 70 pounds, I've put into a number of different classes. And I teach this kind of material all the time. It's so fascinating to find out what happens when people actually do have the facts of how this works, rather than just the idea that some diet is going to fix it for them.
And I know that we've talked about this before, but permanent weight loss is as big of a challenge as the initial.
It is. It is.
So you've got a new CD set that actually is coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I put one of my classes on audio so that you don't have to be any particular place to take the class or learn the material. It's really available in that way. So it's 9 CDs, 8 of them are audio classes, and then there's a 62-page workbook on another CD.
So if someone chooses to get this, what will they be hearing from you? What will they gain from this that they wouldn't get somewhere else?
There's a lot of things that I put in here that no one talks about. And one is, what permanent weight loss is, how it's actually accomplished. Since I've accomplished this, I'm teaching as many people as I possibly can about it. The other thing is how to burn fat. What's the difference between burning fat and just losing weight? It's very different. Why diets seem to promote more fat. It seems like everyone who diets stringently gains the weight back, but then also gains a little bit more every time. We've got to understand that before you can combat it.
So we've got the difference between weight loss and fat loss, making positive change to metabolism, how to manufacture motivation. Again, it's a 9-CD course. There's a workbook that comes with it. It's going to be available on your website, so we're going to make sure we have that information available to people. I know you've had a lot of success, and you work with people from around the world. So, Pat, it's always great working with you, and it's nice to be able to look at this is one of your focuses as we talk with you so often about other issues. So thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We'll have all that on our web channel. We'll be back in just a minute.